Right, welcome back to Sparta Sanctuary. We're playing Oxygen Not Included, and we are playing on the starting asteroid Terra, so the basic asteroid. In the last episode, we pretty much consolidated our salt water, did a calculation on it, and figured out that it should be able to support about 24 dupes. So 24 dupes, we only have 12, so this should have plenty of water for us to convert everything into oxygen for us. So I'm just going to pump a little bit of liquid over first, and over here we'll start pumping the gas out as well. So what will happen here is we're just going to form a layer of 60-degree salt water into here, and we're pumping out all the air that is in here out, and that should be, see, the carbon dioxide level is already risen up to here. The other thing we're going to do is creating this loop. So instead of, now I'm not going to pump all the heat into the steam turbine anymore, I'm actually going to start pumping all the heat into this room, just diverting this one over onto the other side. Okay. At the same time, I'm asking, so we are digging through the oil biome. We have to be very careful with our spore kit. It needs its own sign saying do not open. Dead inside, right? Are they all stuck? They should be able to get back out, right? Yes, they should be. So all of this needs to come out. All of the oil biome needs to come out because it's all yummy, very delicious material that we want. All of this. Right, what is on here? Our steam is actually, because we're producing copper, we need to use more of this. Because we're producing copper, let's actually let them charge up a little bit more. It's probably not enough just with the steam. What will happen is at 20%, the hydrogen generator will start kicking in. If the power is not enough from the steam turbine to charge all the batteries. So far we're working okay, we're not wasting any energy. We should be able to reach, right? It's not too high, it should be alright, okay. Right, how much water is here? 1 kg. 100 kg. We're gonna need a little bit more water. How's the air pressure here? It's alright, it's still rising. So slowly and surely so that's why I have not pumped out this entire place into a vacuum and then do everything, because I just don't feel that it's needed. Uh-oh, we don't need this anymore. We don't need this one anymore. And we'll convert that into a ladder. Alright, just gonna grab a little bit more. So imagine this area needs 20 kilogram of per atmospheric pressure. This entire area is, let's say, 1200 tiles. We need 20 kilos each tile, and that will be about 20 ton of water. Let's start with like a ton or so in here. Let's start the steam room first, and then we'll pump in more water if we need to. So this one is still having lots and lots of air, so we're gonna let it pump. Yep. So depressurizing over there. It's still like 3K pressure. It's still a lot of pressure. We're gonna let it run for a bit. How is work doing down there? Doing good. Alright, we need to be very careful and we're gonna do this, and we are going to corner build like that, and corner build like this. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do now. Let me see if I can sweep this up and also sweep this up. So, alright, I'm just gonna let it run and let it heat up. And once this pipe is done, and I'll come back. Alright, I'll see you very, very soon. Oh, okay. Like 6 or 7 cycles later, I have again given my dupes way too much work to do, and they're busy refining all the metals and all that, but this time we have a pip. I've been waiting for this pip for so long. Okay, let's grab this pip, and we do need to do a bit of renovation. So this will has to be ranched and relocated over to not here. Relocate just here is fine. And all right, do we have any plants? Yes, we do, but they're not going to be consequential. But these will, so we'll have to destroy these pot plants. Probably not these, but these ones definitely. Alright, I'll just have to destroy these and these. Okay. Alright, we got. Okay, so the importance of a pip. Now we can have a nature reserve established. I am going to have a. Oh, that bit is not painted. Oh, I just realized I probably demolished something. Alright, we're gonna put a box here. And I'm going to put also a... Where is our park sign? Park sign, right here. Alright. Where's the box? Box is up there. And once the pip is 5-year-old, it's going to become an adult pig. And we're going to put a lot of... so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Whatchamacallit? Oh my god, 8 thimbleweeds up in here. Okay, just gonna grow them wildly, and then we're gonna let the pip go somewhere else. Now these shovels has no, cancel sweep, relocate. Alright, all of these will have to go back up there. You cannot hatch out here. Alright, cool. So, wow, we got a pip. Very, very nice. Alright, everything else is doing. The other thing here is we got enough copper. And we're gonna redivert all of this heat down to here into this metal tile, which is sitting on top of there's some salt water sitting on top of. I'm gonna convert all of this salt water into steam. And at the same time, our there's a little bit of polluted oxygen that is having trouble trying to find its way out. It's alright, it'll find its way out. How about I give you a way out? And there's a little bit of oxygen at the bottom here that is having trouble as well. I might just put a few airflow tiles just to allow. See, all the other places there's no more other air. Okay, so we are definitely sort of cleaning out this entire place. All right, we're gonna pump a few more air out. So this should be the last bit of the radiant pipe. Once that is done, come on, somebody. Are you making copper? Yes, you are. You are making iron. That's all good. Alright, so this is airflow is going to come through, but oxygen is going to come through this way. That's alright. We're going to allow it to pump out as much oxygen and polluted oxygen out of here. And carbon dioxide is going to rise a little bit through here. That's okay. It's not a big issue. We're going to shut that off and then let it settle for a little bit in a minute. And okay. Slow down the game for a little bit. I'm just going to turn this off in case I forget. What is happening down here? There's plenty of water. Let's raise that. And there's plenty. Okay. Alright. So what's happening? We now need to raise the temperature in this room. In this room right here. This is only 52 degrees. This is not hot enough. We're going to have to raise this temperature. So, easily done. We're going to get the pipe. Connect the pipe up here. But we are going to cut the pipe. Instead of going out there, we're going to make all of this to come out of here. You can see this is 260, 270. It's already touching the water and it's gonna making steam. Alright, and as soon as these coolant come back in here, we're gonna cut pipe here. Alright. We're not gonna disconnect everything, we're not gonna destroy them, we're just gonna let the coolant come down here. See, it's already 90 degrees, 60 degrees. It's a very cool going back up. Now, I want to prioritize using this one. I'm gonna get the duplants to come over here and start using this one. And we want more copper as well. We want to actually use this one as well. Sorry, I'll probably use this one and use the pool. If I have enough copper, just refined metal. I probably don't need it to be like this long. I can probably use a bit of insulated pipe or something up here, or just normal pipes up there. So what I'm doing now is, you can see that the temperature over here, it is now going to heat up to over 200 degrees. This is now 100. All the water is going to boil. Right, these tiles, they're going to allow the water to boil, and then especially down here. I want the water to boil down here, so I'm heating up this plate, this metal tile. While on the very top here, okay, we are seeing if there is any air bubbles getting settled. See, the carbon dioxide is all the way up here now, so all of this place is going to become steam. So we don't have to worry too much. Even if there's a little bit of like carbon dioxide in here, we're just gonna run like a brief air filter to pump the steam back in. So we're gonna keep the steam inside this room and everything else get out. Alright, once the steam gonna start build up. Alright, there we go. So how much temperature? It's 200 coming out and 100 going back. So this will slowly but surely start to heat up all the water and start making steam. I'm gonna make these to be 6, and this will be 7. I don't want them to be too high priorities. This probably can go down to 6 a little bit now. The only thing I guess is the coolant takes a lot longer to go back into the machine. You see, there's a fair bit of water to heat up. So, yep. So this is what's going to happen next. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and then I'll see you very, very shortly once this place is ready to boil. Okay. Welcome back. I think it took about 10 more cycles, maybe 5, to get the water temperature to almost boiling now. Almost boiling. So this is salt water at I think they will boil at 100 degrees. You can see the little bubbles are forming in there now. On one side, and this side is still 80 degrees, which is okay. That's all fine. They will boil very soon, and they are on a metal tile, so all of this heat will be shared. And what I have done is I've extended this heat exchange loop just a little bit bigger, a little bit more girth. And you can see there are pockets of steam in here. Oh, hold on. Let me pause this. Yeah, we're just gonna take the seed, it's okay. Alright, so we're gonna start boiling. This is already 100 degrees, so we're gonna transfer some of the slickness up here too. What's happening up here? Alright, you can see that all of the... Let's have a look at the gas. So, this is steam. I believe this is just a little bit of oxygen and carbon dioxide now over left upstairs. This is the only pocket where oxygen and polluted oxygen are there. There we go, we have boiling. Done. Alright, starting, but it's still condensing, boiling, condensing. And we're gonna have this little bits of, I believe that's salt. Yeah, that is salt down there. So that is okay. So we're gonna have lots of steam coming up and start heating up the entire place, and it's going to condense. This process will take a little bit longer. See, there's like little rain droplets coming out. Alright, so it's going to stabilize, but it's going to flow up, and it's going to start pushing all of this air, so this oxygen and carbon dioxide, out of the way. And it's gonna, as it rises, because the temperature up here is this is over 100, but over there this is still like 70 degrees. I can probably change all of these tiles into mesh tiles to allow the air to come up a little bit faster. Maybe I will do that. But as you can see, you don't need to pump all of these air out. They'll go to that little corner up there. As long as you have a little corner for all the air to go, they will slowly but surely go up there. Right, see, all of them is getting pushed. As soon as these air bubbles gets pushed over here, they will never run away because of the pressure of the carbon dioxide. Alright, there's a lot more steam coming now. There's a lot more steam. The temperature, the coolant temperature coming down is only 100, only just over 100 degrees. There's not a lot of energy. Most of the energy is being transferred up here. You can see this is 107. This is 115. So up here is very hot as well. So we want the whole area to be hot. Now the next thing I'm going to install is some temperature shift plate just to even out the temperature as well, and also a bit of igneous rock temperature shift plates. The idea of igneous rock temperature shift plate is to hold as much energy as we can inside this this steam room. So this is going to become our steam room very, very fast. And you can see some of the water, some of the steam is rising up here, and it's touching some of the colder air, and it's raining down as droplets. And that's okay. It happens as this process starts to stabilize. And you're going to have some carbon dioxide. So right now, what I'm going to do now is to put in a air filter. And I want it to put in let's put it in here. And I want, oh, not in there, not in there. Yeah, we can heat up this place. I'm just gonna put steam out of this place. and this gas pipe and everything else going out there. Alright, and we'll need to provide it with a little bit of power. So we'll let this stabilize. As you can see, you know, the temperature is going to really rack up now. We are using a lot of the hydrogen. We are depleting, well, not depleting, but I've installed another hydrogen generator just so we have more energy coming in. Because the energy is not going through the steam turbine right now. All the energy is going into the base. Why are they on? That's weird. Okay, see, all the hydrogen generators are on now. So there is still a bit of production that's being pushed into the steam room up there, but most of the energy is going down here to melt all of this water. So most of this water, once they come up here, because the temperature is so high, so this is 120 degrees, they're gonna stay up here. And also, once it stabilizes, you're gonna have the carbon dioxide again sitting on the bottom and steam going on top. So we'll see how fast this, how many turns this is gonna take to stabilize. And I will fast forward this, so then I'll give you a more stabilized version of this. Alright, while, actually, I forgot something. While that is happening, okay, while this is being stabilized, I only have 2 more air pockets. So this one and that one. Once they fall over here, we're basically stabilized. Okay, so it might take a few cycles for that to happen. You can see all the air is being pushed in there. There's like 5 kilos of it in there. Alright, so don't worry about that. Okay, something I have forgotten. That is our pip is ready. So I've transferred some thimbleweed seeds into this storage bin, and we actually need to now destroy some of these. I think only 3 should be enough. Yeah, 3 should be enough. And now we need to prep our little area here. So we're gonna do this, and this. Okay. Now this is the ceiling trim. Now without a ceiling, you actually cannot build a ceiling trim. However, the pip is going to see the ceiling trim and not build there. Okay, so we're gonna move the pip. How's our ranches going? 2, 4. Yes, we have plenty of. We've got plenty of food. We don't have to worry about it. Okay. Alright, how's our thing going? Okay, the oxygen has already gone there. So the oxygen is never gonna come out anymore. We're just gonna wait for that polluted oxygen to get over there as well. And then our steam room is done. We are going to pump out the rest of them, yes. With the help of the gas filter, but you know, this is just a lot easier than to vacuum out the entire area and then fill it up with different things. Okay, I just found this way is a lot easier. You just leave a little pocket. Okay, so hopefully that will be useful to you too. Now, where's our pit? Okay. Alright, he's taken up a seed. Ooh. He's got the seed in its mouth. He's gonna come around. I love pips. Okay, he's gonna plant a seed in here. Oh, oh. Just gonna put it in there. And then we're gonna destroy, we're gonna cancel the building on that side. Now I think it's probably not gonna build because it's too many. So we're gonna deconstruct these ones. Just gonna seal off this room. Gonna dig that out, and these two tiles will be destroyed as well. So Pip has a thing where I think it looks 6 tiles to the right and 5 tiles to the left, I think, like this. And if there are more than 3, if there are 3 or more plants already there, it's not gonna plant in that cell. So it's gonna look like this, 6 by 5 and 5 by 5 this way. I believe it's like that. It's 13 by 13. I think it's like 6 by 5 like this. And then the other side is like this. Alright, let's fill up the thing. So what we're gonna do is just wait for this Pip to plant in here. And then we cancel build on this one. Let it build like zigzags. And it'll fill up the entire place. And this room will be a nature reserve. So every time they got out of here. And now we can actually rebuild these flower hanging pots. But we don't have to put anything in there. So our Pip is going to slowly and looking for seeds, looking for places to put it. Alright, we're gonna wait for that to happen. So that's the seed. Okay, while that's happening, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? There's no more oxygen, no more polluted oxygen. We now can turn on this gas pipe. We're just gonna watch. Okay, just gonna watch. There's a lot of air in there. There's a lot of air. So steam is being pushed back into the system, and everything else getting out. I'm willing, more than willing, to give like this bit of energy to clean out. You know, to clean out this particular area. There are a few. There's like a few kilos of hot air in there. Now our steam is 5 kilos, 9 kilos, 5 kilos. So we can actually pump in a little bit more water in here. We can get it up to 20 kilo in here. But I want this place to be cleaned up first. Right, so... Okay, almost pumping out all the oxygen and the polluted oxygen now. Right, see, this is a lot more cleaner. I think this is like a lot more cleaner to build a steam room. Alright, yeah, everything's gonna go now. Almost. Almost. There we go, there's only a few hundred grams. A few hundred grams of random gas. Yeah, in the pipe you can see there's polluted oxygen, this is steam, polluted oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. That is steam coming back. So yeah, almost done. You see, there's just that little tiny bit, and we can let this air pump run. So yeah, there you go. Sauna, steam room, done. Now the temperature in here is going to rise a little bit more. This is at 120 something degrees, right? This is 100 degrees. The metal plate is 120 degrees. This is 120 degrees. Up here is 110 degrees, a little bit lower. Right, how are we going here? Come on. Come on. We can let it just run, I guess. So the gas pump takes this cross from this middle bit. So anything up here, so these two blobs, anything up here is going to be sucked out. So if we have a look, there's just a little tiny packets of polluted oxygen and oxygen being sucked out. sooner or later it will disappear. So this is like a 1.5 kilos, and this is only 52 grams of polluted oxygen. So polluted oxygen is gonna go very, very soon. And most of it is just steam now. We're just wasting a little bit of, well, we're just spending a little bit more energy to get that last. Look at, there we go. Polluted oxygen is gone. Now just the oxygen now. So 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100 milligram gone. Done. All cleaned up. You know, turn it off. All steam. And guess what the next step is? We're gonna extend this ladder back. Actually, we probably don't need this extension of the ladder. We can probably destroy this one as well. We need to destroy this one. We need to sweep that. Sweep that in a high dip. Alright, okay. Done, steam room. Okay, now we can transfer the slicksters in here in the next episode. Hopefully you have, you found this tip a little bit useful, kind of useful, to what you are trying to do with the steam room. You don't really need to pump it out. As you can see, we have transitioned from sort of a cold steam room, maybe a warm industrial room, to a steam room, right? So we don't need any of this now, so we're just gonna go, alright, power, deconstruct, piping, deconstruct. Right, we don't need any of this piping anymore. All of this can go. The pump can go. Right, as soon as the pump goes, we're gonna deconstruct all of this as well. Oh, hold on, it's not on ore. There we go, there we go, everything can go. Done. And guess what we're gonna do? We're just gonna seal this back up to all the way on the top, and we're gonna open up our steam room to the steam turbines. And this will finalize our steam room. I'm gonna build that, just pushing things up a little bit. And this room is also pretty much chilled, so we're just gonna seal that off. Right, we don't need that anymore. And okay, hold on. I forgot about something. I'll put a high pressure gas vent down there. We're just gonna seal this off now. We don't care everything in there. We can still open it and go in there. It's not. Actually, no. We have another project to go, and that is our water. Okay, so done. Look, no more water down there. There's a bit of steam. There's still a little bit of water over on this side. I think there's a salt water, just normal water. Yeah, there's still 100. They're 100 degree. They're ready to go. They're flushing. So they'll go all the way up, and I might just do this as well, just to replace all these tiles as using mesh tiles, so the water and the air, whatever, they can go up and down, right? Oh, there we go. Steam room is done. This is our hot sauna, from a warm industrial room to a hot sauna. And you can leave the pipe down here. They can go down, and then these pipes can go up. You can also probably changing all of these pipes into radiant pipes, so they can just let out all the air into the everything into the air, into this area, and the steam turbine will pick up the steam. Okay, this is done, right? So let's have a look. The piping, there's nothing over here. Crack it open. Right, I'm gonna crack it open and deconstruct this. So we have to be careful not to destroy some of the pipes. Or it doesn't really matter. We just gotta, if there's like petroleum in the pipe, then you'll have to rebuild it, right? There might be some spillage out. So there we go. Piping happening. Alright, we're cracking it open. I'll probably do this in the building. It's gonna go do do do. Ah, wait. We need. So we need mesh tiles for these, for these, for this, for these, and for the aqua tuna. The rest of them we can destroy, and replace them with a bit of ladder. Can we put ladder in here? No. Okay, we'll have to put a ladder up a little bit. And do we have enough? There we go. We are. I'm just replacing these pipes with radiant pipes. And they're gonna come up here and just start, you know, renovating the whole thing. I'm gonna just putting sort of the ladder segments in there, and finalizing, really just finalizing the hot sauna. And then we'll have steam power again. Boom. Right, how perfect, look at this. Or steam. Alright, this will be the episode, and we'll wrap it up here. Next episode we are going to take the slicksters from the oil biome. I think we saved, how many? We saved 3 and 1 egg. Now, do we have any other slickster eggs? Nope, just the one here. Alright, so the slicksters will help us the slicksters will help us start we're gonna have a little bit of oil here. That's fine, we're just gonna leave it. But once the slicksters living in a hotter area, they're gonna morph into a molten slickster, and that's what we want. How are we? Yeah, so molten slicksters, they're gonna spill out petroleum, and the petroleum, we are gonna use the petroleum to power our new power and get more power this way. Okay. All right, so that'll be it. I think you will see like how everything is going. I'm just gonna slowly but surely deconstruct all of this segments of tiles and putting ladders to allow the air to flow up and down. Okay, look at that. Steam turbine's back on. Steam is hot. Now all I need to do is make sure that I have enough water down here. Right, there we go. Everything's sorted, so done. Let me just make sure the piping is doing it right. So this is... Okay, yep, that's fine. So that's it. This is our steam room, and what I'll do now is just turn on a little bit and just test to see how fast the salt water is going to. I'm gonna shut it off now. Just a few blobs and see what happens. This is gonna hit the metal tile. And are they gonna instantly flash? And this will determine... No, they don't instantly flash. So this will determine where I'm gonna put the slicksters. Because this will push the carbon dioxide away from the slicksters. Okay, so this will become a lot of steam. Alright, Slicks is probably gonna start over here. Alright, cool. That'll be it. Alright, thanks for watching. We have successfully converted our normal industrial brick to a steam room. Alright, this is... Alright, thanks for watching, and this is Sparta Sanctuary, and I'm Big Potato, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hey, thank you. Bye bye.